The next thing we'll be doing now is getting to know about Elite 247 Tech Hub. If you listen carefully when our professor here was talking, he mentioned a very distinguished name. He mentioned Ahmed Shitu, and he also mentioned that he was a student of this school, a graduate from this school. Yes, so jam your hands together. We have an alumnus from this school who is coming to give back to the society. I believe that is remarkable and deserves a resounding applause, please. And I believe one of these days, when you all are established, you would also come back to the school to give back to the society that built you. Yes. Unfortunately, fortunately, he is not in the country. Like, oh my God, I want to be like that tomorrow. When you're talking about me, you'll be mentioning me. Oh, he just left Canada yesterday. He's going to the US tomorrow. Oh, no, he's in the UK. That is what we want, isn't it? Yes, and the goal of this particular simulation is to build from students to tech professionals. The world is going digital, tech is taking over. So, what are you waiting for? It will be our loss if we don't key into the tech space at this point. So, telling us about the LH247 Tech Hub, we'll be having an online discussion right now. Now, jam your hands together while we await the online discussion with beautiful and amazing Mrs. Ozioma. Can we give her a round of applause, please?
Good day, distinguished Vice Chancellor, respected lecturers, esteemed guests, and most importantly, our amazing students. If you can hear me, my name is Ozioma Esther Okeme, and I have the privilege of speaking today as administrator of Elite 247 Tech Hub. On behalf of our wonderful CEO, Mr. Ahmed Shitu, and the entire team, I would like to sincerely thank of the university for this opportunity to engage with such talented and ambitious students. Elite Tech, just like a beautiful who is not the administration, admin, and in tech. Opportunity is talent is everywhere, but the opportunity and guidance, our mission is to bridge the gap between academic learning and industry expectations by equipping students with practical skills. So this outreach is more than just presentation. It's an opportunity for you to discover possibilities, ask questions, network, and be preparing yourself for careers that can compete both locally and internationally. So I encourage every one of you to keep an open mind, participate actively, and take advantage of the opportunity that comes your way. The decisions that you make today can shape you for the future you desire. Once again, we appreciate the University of Abuja for partnering with our Elite 247 Tech Hub. We look forward to building lasting relationships like the VC have said, that will continue to empower students and create pathways for meaningful careers. Thank you for your time and attention, and I wish you all a productive and inspiring session. Thank you, and God bless you.
Please jam your hands together for Mrs. Ozioma. As I earlier mentioned, she is indeed a beautiful woman, and she's an administrator for Elite 247 Hub. A woman, a tech lady, a boss lady. I believe she deserves another round of applause, please. Yes, thank you very much, Miss Ozioma. Speaking on behalf of Mr. Shitu. Thank you very much, ma'am. We'll be moving quickly without further ado to the success stories. Yes, success stories. We have amazing individuals who have worked with Elite 247 Hub, and they're doing excellently well. Yes, and believe me, everybody talking to you are not in Nigeria at the moment. They are talking to you from all over the world, different countries in the world, and I see all of us going places tomorrow. So please listen, pay attention, learn from their journey, and take notes, because it would help us in the long run. So, do we have them online? Do we have Do you have Mrs. Olasukomi online or Mr. Abdulatif online for their success story?
I do have to
Good afternoon, sir.
or last I'm an of Abuja. I graduated from the plate of science at the university. She best of our teach to. After that, I moved to the UK and did my master's degree in data science. Of a project in the IT, but in the many model generally work to life. So looking back at where
So we can barely hear you. We can't hear you at all at this point. We can't hear you at all. I mean, I believe we're all familiar with what is going on right now. I mean, network issues, yes, and it's everywhere, yes. So we would not let that hinder this auspicious event. Yes, we'll come back to take the success stories from our wonderful, wonderful speakers shortly. But for now, we would be moving quickly to a wonderful discussion by one of the people that ensure that this event holds here. He's a very, very wonderful and supportive individual. Yes, and he's a proud Nigerian, looking very spiffy. So I'll be quickly reading out a brief citation. So he's an ex-enterprise systems engineer who has helped hundreds of non-technical career switches navigate structural blockade and claim top corporate engineering placements internationally. We would have gotten a lot of testament from the success stories, but I believe we would come back to that. And I'm talking of no other person than a wonderful and distinguished fellow in our midst. Ladies and gentlemen, jam your hands together for Mr. Sheyi Anwo. Please, I believe he deserves more than that. I believe he deserves more than that. Can see he's a very handsome man and he's coming to talk to us today.
Good afternoon, friends. It's a pleasure to be in your midst this wonderful afternoon. Shortly, we'll go back to the success stories because we have discovered that when you hear stories that are very relatable to you, it has a power to inspire you for greatness. My name is Sheyi Anwo, and I'm a data specialist. I'm working for international NGO. I'm also part of the leadership of Elite 247, and I'll be sharing my story why I also open our eyes to what is happening. I wouldn't mind if the media can help me to project my PowerPoint presentation. While you get that ready, I will speak briefly about the CEO of Elite 247 and also a personal journey and how we are able to arrive here. Okay, if I don't tell anybody, people hardly know that my first degree is in agricultural science, and the only IT course I took is CSC 201 in university, where they were teaching us Visual Basic Programming. How many of you know Visual Basic Programming? If they are still teaching you Visual Basic Programming in this school, then we should just lock this school, you understand? Because Visual Basic Programming was started in 1960 something, so it's no longer relevant. So I'm sure the school will not teach you Visual Basic Programming at all again, because you will never go back to Visual Basic Programming. But that's the only computer science course that I took. Of course, I was studying animal production and health. What is the relationship between animal and computer? As at that time, there was no relationship that I can link. Look, I did the course because it's part. In fact, it was a composite course. My school then wanted everybody to have a bite of CSC. But and that semester I had A in that CSC course, and even my own core course I had C. So I now sat down with myself and I did meeting with myself that, are you sure that I'm not heading towards the pit? When the course I borrowed, I had A. Then the one that I paid a lot of money to study, I didn't do well. But I didn't listen to the resolution of the meeting I had with myself. I continued studying agricultural science, and I will not deceive you, I did not regret studying agricultural science. But today, I don't think that I am really practicing agricultural science. I have few chicken here and there in my house that anytime I am in the mood, I can decide to kill them for personal consumption. But where the money comes in that take care of my bill is in tech. So I met Ahmed Shitu when I was in Plateau State. Also, after my NYSC, I decided to stay back in Plateau State. Then the two of us, so I came 2 years after him. So he met me in Plateau State, and it was just an exceptionally brilliant person. So anytime I see University of Abuja graduate or students, I see them through the lens of Ahmed Shitu, because he is just so exceptionally brilliant as a very young man that time. And then we have some things in common. I'm an hustler, he's an hustler, and we started doing data analysis for people who are doing their projects and all of that. And that's how we pick up. And that's how we started training people on data analysis. And that's how we start going to universities to also teach their lecturers. And that was the beginning of a journey for the two of us. And as God will have it, I moved to Abuja to continue my career. So he moved to the UK to further his studies. So, and since then, the UK people did not allow him to come back to Nigeria. So he's there, as one of the top tech people there representing Nigeria. If I were you, I would just give him a round of applause this afternoon. The Vice Chancellor's representative said the other time, things have shifted. During our own time, after school, it takes complete miracle to get a job. It takes complete miracle if your father is not well connected, or you don't know somebody that knows somebody that now knows somebody that will now know somebody that will now present your name.